as you can tell, I struggled with that. I was doing the GoPro, kind of lasted a little bit. But anyway, it's 3:05 in the morning. Recorded a video coming into work, but that didn't work out too well. I don't know what happened, but for some reason it just did not want to record right. Not really sure why. Had to go lock the gate. Now we're going home. But yeah, so on the way here, the video, it's weird because I do all my editing as like right now on my phone through the GoPro app, which, you know, it works fine. But for some reason on the GoPro, it played normal, totally normal. But then when I went to go upload the video onto YouTube, after the video uploaded, it played normal for about the first like 10 seconds. And then for the rest of the video, it was like slow motion. I don't understand how that happens, but I tried to do some research and I really couldn't find anything about it. The only thing I found out was like it could possibly be something with YouTube, but I don't know. Anyway, I really don't have the equipment at work to mess with the video, so when I get home, I'm gonna try to do editing on the laptop and see if that works any better. But yeah, I didn't really record much at work. There was really nothing to record. I literally, like I said in the previous video, I just, I got all the tractors and the trailers ready for the route guys. Pretty much waited for everybody to get in. The latest guy that came in was about 11:30. Once he took off, I pretty much sat there and waited to see if somebody would call me if they needed something. One guy did call, said something was wrong with one of the glad hands on his tractor, but he apparently fixed it, so that's cool. But I was ready to go drop him off at another tractor. He was about an hour away, so that would have gave me something to do. But he did not need me. I pretty much sat around and tried to figure out why the video was uploading weird to YouTube, but yeah, I couldn't figure that out. But yeah, so a pretty uneventful evening. It's really, man, temperature dropped like crazy. My car says it's 40 degrees, but it feels like 30. So nothing too crazy. The roads are obviously dry and no precipitation whatsoever. So back to like making the videos and stuff. I'm gonna ask my partner if he's cool with it. I mean, I think he wears his headphones when he's in the sleeper, kind of for like noise. This is music or something. If that's the case, I'm gonna try to record. Even if I do drive at night, I'm gonna try to record from my different camera angles. I already did one on the dash. That's pretty cool, but I want to try to get a little bit creative with what I'm doing as far as the video as far as like different angles and stuff. I have plans to, you know, try one on the driver's side window, kind of giving you like a look from up at the top of the window, kind of looking down, you know, at everything that I'm doing. And then, you know, probably like if it's during the day, if I'm driving during the day or something, like driving home, I'll probably stick you guys on the suction cup mount on the windshield and have you guys facing me and, you know, talking over stuff and whatnot. But, yeah. I just got to figure out what exactly I'm going to talk about. That's the hardest thing. And it's actually not hard at all to like find out what to talk about. It's just the fact that, you know, there's just so many people, you know, so many people on YouTube that do the truck driving videos and how to do this, how to do that, how to shift and stuff like that. And I don't really want to do that just because, I mean, there's just, like I said in prior videos, that there's just so many awesome people out there that do that. So there's really no point in me doing it. I mean, unless somebody specifically asks me, hey, you know, can you show me how to do this, how to do that, then sure, I'll obviously do it, but I'm not going to just show people how to do things. I might show you how I do it, you know, what I do, but I'm not going to be like, you know what, I'm going to show you how to shift today. I mean, I just don't see the point in that, really. But all of our trucks that we drive are 10 speeds. Back up in New York, at the domicile I was at up there, all the trucks up there, all the trucks up there are automatic in New York for some reason. And you know, our facility, I guess it's a newer facility. I don't know, like why we got all automatics. In my personal opinion, I hate automatic trucks just because, especially with the snow you get up there, I just feel like I'm more controlled. You know, I control the truck better when I'm driving a manual. It's you know, the trucks, I can predict what the truck's going to do. Unlike an automatic, I feel like it's pretty unpredictable. But yeah, down here in San Antonio, they're all 10 speeds, which I was actually surprised because before I came down here, I was like, you know, Houston's like the main hub, like main corporate is in Houston, Texas. So I was like, oh man, you know, if they're corporate, man, they're gonna have the nicest stuff. But I guess I was wrong. I mean, they got nice equipment and stuff. One thing I do like about down here that we didn't have in New York is they got air ride trailers. It makes a world of difference in not only the drive, but in the way the product is on the trailer after driving around all day. So like, you know, I got a bunch of, you know, the skids that are left on the trailer at the end of the day, if the trailer's not air ride, 9 times out of 10, if they're sitting right above the wheels or behind the wheels, the product on the bottom, the pallet, gets like all smushed and stuff, and it sucks. You know, customers complain, oh, it's damaged, this and damaged that. And, you know, if that's the case, I don't care. I work with the customer, and I totally understand. You know, it is what it is. But down here, like they have quite a few more air ride trailers, and it's just amazing the difference that it makes as far as the product, you know, how the product is at the end of the day on those very last pallets. But yeah, the rumor is that we're getting a bunch of new trucks in, which I don't know how true that is. Obviously, it's a rumor. I guess the big question is if they're going to be automatic or not. But I don't know. I feel like everybody that I work with down here is very familiar driving standard, the 10-speed. Not many people up in New York, at least the ones I work with in that small domicile, they struggled driving 10 speeds. They relied on the automatics so much, and you know, whatever. I mean, I guess it's a, you know, personal preference, I guess, if you like an automatic or not. I almost just wish that the trucks that we had were 13 speeds, but I guess that's just the way that the company configures them or orders them or whatever. Actually, the company that I work for, they actually just bought out a company that is in the same business, as my company. So we took all their equipment, not their trailers, but their tractors. And those are all Freightliner 10 speeds too. A lot of sleepers, which a lot of the guys hate, especially the guys that run local. They're running in San Antonio. They're like not even 20 miles away, and they do a whole trailer in a night. But when you're in the city, these guys they complain because it's a sleeper truck. They can't make tight turns. These places are so tight. Blah blah blah. But some guys don't mind them. Some guys aren't picky at all. They're like, I'll take whatever truck I can get. Which that's how I am. But obviously, because I'm on a team route, I can't take a day cab. I gotta be in a sleeper for obvious reasons. But I mostly have, at least with this company I've been with almost 2 years, and they primarily have Freightliners. They do have some Volvos. I think that's it. I don't think they have anything else besides Freightliner or Volvo. I know, the company I work for, they're split up into 2 different divisions. You got my division and then another division that delivers to a totally separate chain of stores. And those guys have different tractors. Like, they have Kenworth T660s. They got the Volvos and the Freightliners, but I think they're starting to phase out those Kenworths. Obviously, they don't make the 660s anymore, and I don't think they're going to be going to the 680s. I think they're actually purchasing the newer Volvos, which is fine. I've never drove a Volvo before. The only thing I've ever drove was a Freightliner and a Peterbilt. The Peterbilt was nice, but that was with another company. I drove flatbed for a little bit, and the Peterbilt was with that flatbed company. I wish they had Peterbilts here. I mean, I'm not a diehard Peterbilt fan, but I just feel like the quality is just 10 times better. I always see guys that are complaining about, the quality of Freightliner is just so bad, and there's always something going wrong with them. I can kind of agree with that because I've had a lot of problems with the Freightliners, and it's not just mechanical. It's just like the stuff like on the inside, like for example, like the panels on the inside or the doors on the inside. After a while they start rattling and this and that and the other thing. I personally have never had a problem with a Peterbilt as far as that goes. I like Freightliners. Their trucks are pretty good in my opinion, but I just feel like the quality is just 10 times better. It's like night and day to me. Like the Peterbilt I drove for that flatbed company, it was like the Cadillac of trucks pretty much. Heated leather seats, rosewood dash, which in my opinion, the rosewood dash is kind of cramped. It's like almost like a Cadillac that an older person would get. I don't care for the rosewood dash or the plain black dash. I care about being comfortable as far as where I'm sitting, and just the way it drives. And a Peterbilt was always good to me like that. But yeah, that's how I really feel about all the trucks and stuff. I've never drove a Kenworth. I love the way the T660s look. T680s aren't bad either. I think they're a pretty cool truck. As far as the looks, I don't know how they are performance-wise, like I said, just because I've never drove one. Yeah, we'll have to see what kind kind of configurations they do with these new Freightliners they're bringing in. Because I know they're not getting Volvos, at least for our division. I've heard a lot of good things about Volvo. Heard they're very spacious. I actually saw one online the other day. A guy was doing an interior tour, and it had like a table and two like bucket seats in the back, and it folded out into the bed. I think that's sweet. One thing that I do like about Kenworth that I'm going to say mostly Kenworth, because I don't think even the Peterbilts have this, but are the windows. There's so many windows in like the T660s or the W9s. I know some of the older trucks, I don't know, I'm not sure about the newer trucks. I know the 680 doesn't have them, but they used to have like sunroofs. They had sunroofs, obviously the driver and passenger side windows, and then in the driver doors they had windows in the bottom, like by the floor, by the pedals, and on the driver's side, and on the other side, just on the floor. Then they had windows on top of the sleeper, on the side of the sleeper, and I love that because I like being able to see outside. That would be such a cool thing if more companies did shit like that, like Freightliner and Volvo and stuff, especially like on the doors.